Hello, hello. Just seeing who is joining me tonight. I'll just give this whole thing a couple of seconds to click in. If you're here, please say good day and let me know where you're from. That'd be great. My name's Rebecca Lee. I'm here to do readings tonight. Okay, good to see everybody. Hello. Yes, so I'm here to do readings tonight. Hi, hey, now you're starting to come through. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all. Happy Wednesday. I've kind of been staying off the webs for a little bit, so it's been actually good to be honest. Not sort of feeling into some of the energies that are on social media. Oh, Carly, feeling for you, darling. Feeling for you. Yeah, I've really needed to just step back the last couple of days. I've been busy doing some stuff, but yeah, it's been good to just step back from social media, to be honest. Hey, back from the UK. Beautiful. Thank you. Love to see where you're all from. Brizzy, Central Coast, Maryland. Hey, Christina. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'm here to do readings, and the last couple of weeks, I wasn't here last week actually, but I've been doing love block readings. So these are my cards, unlock your love blocks. So if you're feeling a bit blocked or stuck with love in terms of your relationship or finding love, or perhaps even just self-love, just drop me a UYLB, single, relationship, self-love. And I'll pull a card for you. I'm also still sticking with Jackie Newcomb's cards. I mean, I've got a lot of cards, guys, like a lot. Like I have my own one deck that I created, my Love Blocks cards. So they're true to me, they stay with me. But I'm still really digging Jackie's cards. And I don't actually know Jackie. So, but this is just a deck that's called out to me. I've got about 80 decks of Oracle cards. So, yeah. So if you would like a card, a message from a loved one, I just feel like that works really important right now. I don't always offer mediumship, and I might not be able to fully connect in this way. I usually do, to be honest. I'll get a sense, but I'll at least pull a card. And I believe if we have the intention of who you want to connect with, who you'd like a message from, that intention, that magic, that energy is going to bring out the right card for you. So if you would like a message from heaven, maybe just say that who you'd like it from, and we'll tune in and see what comes out. And see what happens. I don't know if you can see. I can't actually see. What can I see here? I've just released just tonight, and I've been talking about it to you guys, or for those who come on here for the last couple of weeks. I believe it's so important more than ever that the seekers, the people that feel like something's shifting inside of them awaken to their own spiritual gifts right now. And there's a myriad of different types of spiritual gifts, and I've experienced and observed a lot of things. So I've just released my course tonight called Awaken Your Spiritual Gifts, and I have put the link if you want to read more information about that. I did put it in this description for this live. So if it's not there, I'll put it in the comments when I finish tonight. If anyone has any questions about that and would like to be in a group with me and some amazing peeps over the next 3 months and explore, activate, experience your own spiritual gifts, please let me know. Okay, so thank you. I might just even plug that again a bit later, but I'm just going to go through all the messages now. So these are free readings. I'm not asking for anything. This is me here just serving. I'm randomly pulled to different people. I'll never get to anybody. I have been giving readings on and off on Facebook for about 10 years. And it's so amazing to do it on video, because I remember back in the day, I used to like type madly people's messages and give them their readings. So, yeah, it's something I do when I feel called to do. So if you'd like a reading, just dropping in whether you want an Unlock Your Love Blocks card about finding love, about your relationship or self-love, or if you'd like a message from heaven. Okay, and we'll see what comes through. So just give me a moment. Sometimes I just need to take a little bit of time and get out of my head and just start really sort of feeling in to where I'm needing to go here. So yeah, as I said, I never know where I am in the comments, and I'm just sort of drawn energetically. Okay, so first off, I'm going to Tracy Luloff, and I really do apologize. I'm pretty shit with pronouncing names. So I need to get myself a pencil and a piece of paper. So Tracy was asking, Tracy Luloff, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So she's asking for some insight with her hubby. So I'm going to start with Tracy, and I do have to write the names down because yeah, the messages keep moving, and I'm not really tech savvy, guys, honestly. You have to just bear with me. Okay, so Tracy, Trace, this is for you. Let's see what's happening. She's looking for something positive, something here with hubby. Okay. So the Unlock Your Love Blocks card I pulled is Passion, Trace. And it just says be adventurous and ignite your passion. I just feel like you could turn this around. Like, it doesn't have to be the end. It's, you need to breathe fire into this relationship. You individually and as a couple, you both need, like, I just want to say, like a firecracker or a rocket up your asses. That's what I want to say to you. To just to get out and do the things you always wanted to do. Don't hold each other back if it's not going to work and whatever. Learn to compromise. Like, there's something that needs to be ignited in you both individually, and then work out how you can realign and come together. I just feel like you've both lost something within yourselves, this youthfulness or this energy, this vibrancy. So I feel like you both need to perhaps pursue some things independently, but that doesn't actually mean that you need to come apart. I just feel, because you might want to do different things, but then I just feel if you both could sort of get out there and feel alive, and it's kind of like get that sort of a bit of adrenaline even pumping, get out there and pursue some things that make you feel a bit anxious or afraid. You need to come to life, both of you. I just feel like that working on that individually can bring you back together as a couple. Okay, Tracy, so there's a bit of work there to do. I just feel like, yes, of course it can be saved, but you both need to get out there and start pursuing what you want to individually, to bring life back to yourselves, okay, and be responsible for yourself. And then I just feel like that will just bring energy and fire and passion and sex. Okay, I try not to, when I start getting visions, it's like, oh God, please. No, honestly, but seriously, bringing together, like lighting that fire in yourselves can bring together like the hot steamy romance, the laughter. Like, why aren't you laughing and holding hands? Fires, like, I know we're talking about passion, but fires outdoors. Like, yeah, you guys just need to, I know it's hard in this time, but, and depending where you are in the world, but that's what you need. That's where you need to start, Trace. I think that's what could turn it around. So that's for Tracy Luloff. And for anybody else who's feeling a little bit flat in their relationship and not really sure where it's going, I understand you can still love someone but be bored to tears or feel flat and just like, I just don't know where this is going. So thank you, darling. Thanks for being here tonight. Whew. Awesome. I just saw your message, Tracy. Awesome. Great. So get busy, honey. I know. Maybe you might need a little bit of guidance or coaching and where to start, but you can get it going. Okay, my darling, darling, darling ones. So I'm asking if anyone wants an Unlock Your Love block card about, looking at blocks to relationships, to finding love, or for self-love. Okay, so just unlock UYLB, self-love, relationship, or single is enough for me. If you can say that in the comments, or a message from heaven. Okay, I'm going for Joe Spirit. She'd like to look at a message from her dad. So I've got cards, Joe, tonight. Okay, so, and if something comes through or I sense something or feel something, I'll let you know. But let's just put all your intention into these cards, into these messages, to Spirit, to Dad, particularly to Dad. And let's just trust that the energy is coming through into these cards and the right message from Dad's Spirit is going to come through. Joe, got two want to come out actually. Okay. All right, I'm just going to start reading the cards. So the first card, Joe, is be creative, look for ways to build, grow, and manifest. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Build, grow, and manifest. I actually feel like this is about money. I feel like what your dad wants to help you with is to help you with business or money or finances. Well, money, finances, all the same. But I just feel like that's what he wants to help you with. I sense a feeling of frustration, maybe a little bit of frustration. Maybe you're different with money. You were both different with money, perhaps. I'm not sure if I'm getting that right, but I do sense a little bit of frustration. Perhaps that I think it's more around undervaluing yourself. I think that's what he wants to help you with, is really valuing yourself more, seeing in yourself what he sees in you and what you can do. My sense is, darling, that you probably need a little bit of help from Spirit, and that's why you've got this second card, which is a beautiful bear, which really to me, in a nutshell, is really about strength and foundation, and really being able to build those foundations for yourself. Do a bit of the hard yards. Don't be afraid of doing the hard yards. Don't want a quick fix or quick money. Okay, try and sort of stay away from those types of things, okay, because they'll just sort of keep leading you around in circles and you won't sort of find anywhere. So it's about building solid foundations, but it looks like Dad's going to bring you a little luck and saying that you deserve it, okay? So it feels like if you can be in it for the long run, okay, and build solid foundations in terms of career, money, finances, you'll be on the right track, okay? And I just feel like he's going to bring a little help your way. It could be just I feel like it could be setting up a meeting, or I'm just being shown a phone, but it's one of those old ringy phones. Like that's how I'm getting shown the phone. So it could be a unexpected phone call or something from someone, darling. And if that happens and if that resonates, just know that that's Dad working behind the scenes to give you a little bit of luck. It's like he can't do it all for you, but he can do little bits here and there to give you a little bit of a helping hand. So that's for Joe's Spirit from her dad. So I hope that helps, honey. Okay, thank you. So guys, my page is Rebecca Lee, Awaken the Spirit Within. I've just released my new program tonight about awakening your own spiritual gifts. We go through a lot of information about how you can start tuning in for yourself and really just get, feeling or sensing your ancestors and your spirit guides and your angels and your passed over loved ones. But also there's a whole bunch of other gifts that we can use in this world to get us on the right path. So I've put the link in the description for this live, and I'll put it in here when I can after the show. Maybe I can put it in now. Let me just see. Yes, I'll put it in the link now. So check that out if you're interested as well. Okay, so okay, I'm going for Debbie Wood. So she's looking for a Love Blocks card relationship. Deb's in England. Hey, honey, how you going? Other side of the world. I'm in Australia. Love a card this morning. I'm well. Confused with my new relationship, blowing hot and cold. Okay. So let's see what comes up for you, Deb. So this is Debbie Wood. All right. And like I've said, if you're new to the show, and like I've said before, if someone's asking a question that's very similar situation to you, or even if it's not, and there's something that I say, take this as your message. I always believe in sacred groups, sacred containers. I always believe that everybody's in the same place who's meant to be at the same time. If these messages are not directed directly at you, but it resonates to you, please take that as your message, whether that's from your loved one or whether that is an insight into your own soul. Okay. All right. So Deb, new relationship. It feels important. It feels like it'd be a make or break for you, even in terms of love or trusting love. So it feels like it's important. But in saying that, sometimes when we're looking for signs like, oh my God, this will better be it, or that's it, I'm done with love, sometimes we do have a tendency to look for, we want to look for everything bad to prove ourselves right, that, men or women are assholes, or, that you're not lovable, or all these sorts of things. So first thing that's coming up, Deb, is just to be aware of that. Make sure you're not looking for things that aren't there. And actually the card that you've just got is Conquer Self-Doubt. Sorry, I'm not sure what your view's like. I'm trying to see in my little square down the bottom. Conquer self-doubt, Deb. You have what it takes to live your dreams. So I just have a little sense that maybe you're not aware that perhaps, I don't think you're aware of how energetically powerful you are, and that you have a vibe. And you might even know this as a mood. Okay, so you might know perhaps you do have moods, and perhaps you do get shitty and pissed off and frustrated and these things. But I think what you don't understand is how energetically powerful that is, how that vibrates out. And sometimes people are not sure what to do with that with you. Okay, and it can be hard when you have a lot of intensity and a lot of energy, and that energy can come out in various ways. So my sense is that I feel it's your doubt. I feel it, you've got the card, but I do feel it's your doubt that's sort of keeping you up and down. And this person's just kind of like, not really sure when to come into you. And when to sort of give you your space. So I feel like this person does like you, is a little bit unsure, not because you're flawed or anything, but just if you want to allow them in. Okay, and just sort of trying to sort of navigate what you're giving out. Okay, darling. So my sense is to tell you, like, the bird's breaking out of the cage and be free. Trust yourself. Like, I've been with my partner for 18 years, and even to this day, he does stupid things, stupid shit that I just, like, that hurts. It hurts me. But I know that in my own development, that, things that would have really crushed me in the past, or I would have walked away from, it doesn't do that so much now. It's not that I've lessened my standards, or because we've been together for so long, I've had these experiences with other people. It's because I have built up a strong resilience in myself. I've built up compassion for myself, okay, which allows me to have more compassion for him and other people in my life. So my sense is to, perhaps, I think that's the key I want to leave you with, is look at where you need to be more compassionate with yourself, okay, and give yourself a little break. The sense is, I feel like there's a female spirit around you, and the sense is you need to be a little bit more playful and relax a little bit, because the more you're guarding yourself, the sort of more you're pushing people away. So it's a bit of a catch-22, but at some point you have to take a risk, darling. So this is for Debbie. Debbie Wood, she's in England, darling. I hope that helps. If there's any other support I can give you, please drop me a message later on. Oh, that's a big one. There's a lot of people in those positions, you know, how we let our walls down but still protect ourselves as well and protect our hearts. It's always a fine line that we have to walk. All right, my darling ones, let's see where we're going now. Okay, got a few relationships. Oh, it was the year of relationships. I know COVID's like come in, but it was always going to be the year of relationships and seeing, realigning and seeing if we're with the right person. And a lot of that's still being sorted out. I'm going to, you're welcome, Deb. Okay, it's a bit different, but I'm going to go to Edward. He's asking about his career, and I'm going to do this because I want to show you how the love blocks cards work with our career just as much as our hearts, because it's all the same, really. It's all an extension of ourselves, our relationships, our careers. Edward, I just want to call you Eddie. Edward Palmer, he'd like to know anything you can tell me about my career. Thanks very much. So, Edward, I'm going to pull a Love Blocks card and just see what's happening or what's blocking you from taking that next step, being seen, being heard, being acknowledged in your career, you know, being the one that is getting your acknowledgement, getting your significance. Okay, I feel like having that significance is important for you, and we need that as people. We need to, that's one of our needs, is to feel significant. So that just seems to be something that comes up. I think that it can help you with confidence, but it also can block you from connecting with others. Okay, connecting with the right people, perhaps. I'm also getting that perhaps Spirit's just showing me you spinning around and looking in a different direction as well. So, but the card you got was understanding. This actually fell out, and it just says there's no right or wrong, there just is. What's coming up for me there for you, Ed, is that I don't know, maybe you have a sense of what you should do, what you have to do. I think that's why they were showing, Spirit's showing me you turning around, because it might not be actually the direction that you need to go. So first and foremost, I would say, might really need to just spend a little bit of time, take a moment. I think you just need to take a moment, don't rush anything, and just make sure you are heading in the right direction, or the direction that you want to go in is the right direction for you, and what that motivation is coming from. You know, is it a push to that significance, or is it something where you're feeling inspired and moved by your soul? Okay, so that's something I'll just ask you to just check in with. And you got the beautiful wizard card that I pulled for you, which is responsibility. And it just says it's not what happens, it's what you do about it. Okay, so don't fall into victimhood. Don't feel like you're a twig in the wind. You know, things are going to come at us in life. Things happen, and it's shit sometimes. But it's how we sort of hold ourselves in that moment, how we regroup ourselves, how we nurture ourselves, and then how we say, right, what do I need to see here? What do I need to see here that I'm not seeing? Is this really the right direction for me? If so, I'm going to, dust myself off, get back up and keep pushing, and if not, okay, where do I actually need to turn? So just a couple of bits of checking in there, and just please don't fall into victimhood, because we vibrate an energy. Every thought, every feeling is an energy that vibrates, woo, 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 and we sort of attract in those situations and those energies in return, I believe. So when we're sort of feeling defeated, or that we're not in control, or we have no control, we experience life, we experience things as, not having any power, not feeling powered up and strong and courageous. So you just need to know this is an experience. You're on a journey. Okay, things don't have to happen yesterday. We're on a journey. We have our lives. So just enjoy the journey is what I'm getting. I'm feeling like a mother energy around you that just wants you to enjoy the ride, that you're supported, that you're seen, and to be kinder to yourself, but also take responsibility for your own feelings and your own thoughts. Okay, and that's really going to help you a lot. So that was for Edward Palmer about career. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm just sort of just see where I'm drawn to. Whew. Okay, where am I going? Where am I going, Spirit? Oh, I'm going to Di Mose. So she's asking about her relationship. Will my relationship survive? I feel less lonely. Okay, darling. All right, let's see what happens here. It feels like you've been feeling like this for a long time. Feels like there's a big hole in your heart. I actually feel like you're grieving someone else from a long time ago. I don't know whether that was someone that you lost, or whether that was the first relationship. There's already another grief there. There's already a loss there, darling. This is for Di Mose. Will my relationship survive? I feel less lonely. Yeah, and you know what? I can feel your partner is really disconnected. Yeah, almost. I feel like your partner's been disconnected, or it's almost like a lot of their energy is not even in their body. They've been like that for a long time. Defeated, feeling defeated. That's the word that comes up, and lost. Okay, so I'm not sure right now. It's going to help you guys. Okay, I just feel like there's grief in your heart. There's a love block, a grief block in your heart, that's been there for a long time. You guys need community. You guys need to be in community. You guys need to be around alive people, like people that are healthy and well and happy. But it's a bit of a catch-22 sometimes, because we don't really connect with that sort of people while we've got grief blocks in our hearts. So my first advice to you, Di, would be to say, perhaps really need to check in with yourself and ask yourself, what have you been grieving that you've lost for a long time? It could be a person, it could be a past relationship, it could be a loss of an old home or property or something. There's no right or wrong. We've all lost people and friendships and relationships and material things that we've loved. Animals seems to kind of stand out for you as well. So darling, I just feel like there's some things, there's losses that you haven't fully processed, and let go, and I feel like your partner is in that even deeper, and hasn't worked through that grief process. So perhaps seeing a counselor or a coach. But I suggest just, one, I need to be on the right track with what I'm saying to you here, and maybe just, getting a pen and a journal and sitting outside and just writing the question on the piece of paper. What am I grieving? What am I grieving that I haven't realized I'm still grieving? And you might be surprised what comes out. I'm seeing a lot of tears and just recognizing. Sometimes we don't recognize that we're in grief because we often, at some stage, whether it's at the beginning or some stage through the process, just shut down, and we can stay in that way for a long time. So just even asking yourself the question, Di, might really sort of open things up for you. The love blocks card I pulled for you was thoughts. Your thoughts are up to you. Choose them wisely. We can choose what we want to think about ourselves and what we want to think about our partners. So again, this seems to be another word, a word that's coming up again a lot tonight. It's about compassion, having some compassion for yourself and what you're grieving, and then just seeing if your partner wants to go there and recognize, um, you know, his grief. And I'm not sure. But I think what I say in love blocks all the time is we can't control our partners. We can't tell them what to do. We can say, I'm sort of feeling this and feeling that, but we need to be really careful in how we approach our partners, and not in a fearful way, but we don't want to be coming across like we're blaming them for everything. Because I don't know about you, but if my partner comes at me and starts blaming me for everything, my shield's up, my sword's out, and I'm like, right, let's go, let's fight. You're gonna blame me? Well, let me give you a mouthful about you. So it's really about taking responsibility for ourselves and saying, well, this is what I'm feeling, and I'm sort of, this is what I would like to sort of do and work through. Would you like to work through this together? How do you feel about that? I'm not sure, darling. I'm not sure right now for you. We always got choices, but you can change this within yourself. And I just feel like you're going to awaken some part of you. And I think that when you do in the next couple of months, I feel like you've may have been asking questions and thinking a lot, and I think when you do, you're going to know the answer about this relationship. I hope that helps. So that was for Mose. Hope that helps anybody else as well. Okay. So Unlock Your Love Blocks cards are available on my website, rebecca-lee.com. So just Rebecca-Lee. They're available on the website. So anyone wants a Love Blocks card about relationship, being single, self-love, then just put that down in the message. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in here tonight. Whew, alrighty. Who have we got? I'm going for Rosie Minovsky. I'm just going to write your name down. Okay, she's asking a message from her grandma. I just feel a lot of love when I come to your name, Rosie. So I'm not sure if you're still here. I'm not even sure where I am in the comments, but this is for Rosie Minovsky. She'd like a message from her grandma. And when I come to your name, I just felt this like heart explosion of love, and just this real soft, loving energy. So let's just put all of our intention into these cards, Rosie, and ensure that we get the right message from your grandma, what she would most like to tell you tonight. And anything I feel, I'll let you know. Oh, okay, two. I didn't even realize. Two cards have came out. So I wonder who's into cats. I wonder if any of you are into cats. But the first card you've got is don't rush into making big decisions right now. Take your time. I just want to say, Rosie, just pause that for a moment. That's the message I'm getting for you all collectively tonight. Oh my God, please don't rush into decisions right now. I'm not an astrologist. I haven't even been following my favorite astrologist because I haven't had time, so I'm not sure what's happening planetary wise. But just energetically, and I always sort of tuning in, and energetically, I'm just like, oh, just take your time right now. This is for all of you. Please just take your time right now and don't rush decisions. And this is especially for you, Rosie Minovsky. There's a cat on this picture, but I felt cats too, so it's interesting. So I'm not sure if that's Gran or yourself. But yes, don't rush into making big decisions. Take your time. And then you got this card. How interesting. It says, give yourself time, be kind to yourself, and heal in your own way. Look, I just feel like an enormous amount of love's being poured to you from spirit. I'm sensing, particularly, and I don't always experience that, but I'm sensing for you particularly, there's a real angelic angel feel around you. So, you know, connecting in with your guardian angel, feeling into your guardian angel might really help you feel supported and take a breath and be in the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. So, um, yeah, just lots of love, darling, from Grandma, and just know it's not a time to rush into things right now. So I hope that helps you. Thank you, darling. Okay, so I just saw from Tracy Denya. Tell me what you want a card about, darling. And if you want to unlock your love blocks card, just say unlock your love blocks, single, relationship, or self love. Okay. Um, Sorry, bear with me, guys. Okay, so I'm going for Amber McMahon. I can't always see the messages, guys, so I know sometimes people get frustrated, but the platform I'm doing it on, I don't seem to be able to scroll through all the messages, so I know it must be frustrating, but just keep just keep commenting if you really want to get there. I know that sounds it's just that I just can't seem to scroll back up, so I'm not sure. Maybe I need to find out a little bit more. So I'm going for, who did I write down? Amber McMahon. First time on here, would love a relationship card. Okay. Let's see how we go. Um, awesome. Okay, Amber McMahon, relationship. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. I feel like an anxiousness. I feel like there's an anxiety, an anxiousness, and I feel like this could be with you, but it feels like an energy in the relationship as well. There's this little bit of anxiety, pain. I think that maybe you guys have been through a lot. Could be a lot of financial stress, financial issues. Um, you know, which a lot of that's been going on this year. I just feel like there's an underlying stress. It might not be talked about all the time, or perhaps you both aren't actually fully expressing how stressed or worried that you are. Okay, so I just feel like you guys need to talk to each other a little bit more so you can support each other, like to just say how you're really feeling. Look, I feel like you don't say anything because you don't want to get the other one stressed. But I feel like you need to come together, you need to talk, you need to bond, and so you can support each other more and assure each other, you know what, we've got each other, we're going to get through this. Okay, this is for Amber McMahon, and anybody else that's experiencing this right now. Um, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. There seems to be, I could feel that. I couldn't see the comments, but then I could feel that there was someone trolling through here. I actually don't even think they're real people, guys. I actually think that they're robots or some. I've actually asked my web guy, sorry that you're being bothered by this person. If you can just sort of adjust your senses to know that I don't even think it's a real person. Um, I mean, who would even do that? It has to be some kind of bot. So just know that. I'm sorry, I don't even know how to block. If any of my girls are on here that's an admin on spiritual events, if you could block that person, I'd really, really appreciate it. It's not giving me the it's not giving me the option to do that, unfortunately, where I am. So sorry, guys. It's really annoying, isn't it? It's really, really annoying. Okay, sorry about that. So I just talking with Amber McMahon, are just about communicating each to each other in the relationship, letting each other know how you truly feel. Sometimes we're scared to say how we feel to our partner because we just don't want to stress them, or we don't want them to just like flip their lid, like we sense it might push them over the edge or whatever. But I feel with you guys, Amber, that you definitely need to tell each other, talk to each other more, and then make a commitment to not go into more stress from telling each other, but just say, right, okay, let's come in, let's support each other. Use a fun, use a creative. There's a whole bunch of gifts within yourself. I'm not talking just about spiritual gifts, but I mean, it's all the same thing, but creative. You guys are creative and resourceful. You need to come together and you need to approach it from a different mindset and say, right, well, let's brainstorm here. We can do this, this, and this. Okay. You also got the card understanding. So really just understanding where each others are, and I just keep getting shown a vision of you at the table, supporting each other, having a laugh, promising each other that you're not going to lose your shit when someone says they're pissed off or they're stressing or whatever, because I think you are at your capacity. And just maybe doing a few things, making the time to de-stress yourselves, whether that is going for a walk together or even individually. If you can't get it together, you need to de-stress yourself a little bit so you can come together and find the right solutions. And you can and you will, but this is exactly where you guys need to be, because this is going to make you closer, stronger within yourselves and within your relationship. And I'm feeling this for a lot of people too, but that was specifically for Amber McMahon. So thanks so much, Amber. I hope that helps. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me just see. I don't want to spend all our time on troll alert, but let me just see if I can. Let me see if I can block from here. So annoying, isn't it? It's always someone spamming somewhere. Anyway, no, I can't work it out, guys. Sorry. Sorry, I will find out what the girls are doing around that. But yeah, as I said, don't look at it as a person. I actually think it's a bot, so it's just a computer. But I know it's like ads, isn't it? Like the ads coming on the telly. Oh gosh, hilarious. All right. So I just saw Melanie Monday. I've been drawn to you, darling. Melanie Monday. I hope I'm saying that right. I've been single for most of 17 years. A reading would be great. Okay. 17 years. It's interesting because the first thing that I hear when you say that, it's like, it sounds long, but it hasn't been. But I'm sure there's been moments where it feels bloody long to you, darling. But it's kind of like, and I just don't want to be condescending or anything like that to you, but it's kind of like, it's all, you've kind of needed the time. Let's see what the love blocks cards say, but I feel like you've needed the time, but at the same time you've got some fears to manage. Okay, this I'm feeling your blocks in your third chakra particularly. I think you really love to you are a strong woman, okay, and you are a confident woman, and I can sense that, but there's also this part of you that's not, okay. And I think particularly when it comes to intimacy, I feel like you might be a person that can be really strong and hold her own, but I feel like when it comes to love, you could melt a little bit, and you know that. So maybe there's a bit of a sabotage there that just sort of keeps you unavailable or unattainable, or yeah, just not able to find you, like the peeps can't find you. But there could be this energy that you're doing that to protect yourself, right? So you don't fall into like this muddy, like mushy, not muddy, this mushy, like okay. So there's a little bit of you're strong, but there's still a little bit of distrust for yourself there, in that regards. There's stuff around dad. Okay, so third chakra can relate to our dad stuff and feeling like in our power there. Okay, so I'll just drop that there for you, whatever that means to you. Okay, so being able to feel in your strength in terms of the masculine is probably something that you need to do a little bit of work on. And I just got the inner child card. Okay, so I would probably look at around 6 to 9 years, is what I'm getting, and what comes up for you around 6 to 9 years. So this is 6 to 9 years old. This is for Melanie Monday, and just see what comes up for you there, and just asking yourself, you know, where is it where I was afraid of my power or afraid of expressing my power? And just see, you'll be surprised when we ask these inquiries what comes up. Of course, anyone wants any support or guidance on any of this kind of stuff, that comes up tonight, definitely contact me. That's what I do for a job. So if anyone wanted any support around that, please let me know. But Mel, I think that's where to start for you, because it's a big part of your soul's journey this lifetime. I think you've had a lot of lifetimes as men, actually. So coming in as the feminine was really important for you at this time. I would love to see you exploring the more spiritual parts of yourself, not just because I'm launching that program, but I think it's really important for you to trust the feminine, okay, and understand that the feminine is not weak and is not subservient, and she doesn't have to be. There is actually a power in the feminine. We don't have to tap into that masculine to be powerful. Okay, so there's some masculine feminine work there for you, Mel, as well. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much. Thank you. And again, I'm really sorry about the troll, everybody. And I will work that out, and I will get some advice around that. Okay, so that was for Melanie Monday. I hope that helps, Mel. 6 to 9 years. Do some exploring with your inner child around there. I think that would be really beneficial for you. All right, let's see where we're going. I'm going for Rachel Peters. So she's in a relationship, but she also has her brother passed over. Let's see what happens for you, Rach. Relationship, brother in spirit. And I'm really sorry the troll's PMing you guys. I'm really sorry. I promise that I'll talk to the girls and see how to block these, how I block them when they're here. Because I have no idea who these people are. And I just don't even know why they think that would be a strategy for people who would want to contact them. Okay, all right, my darlings. Let's just stay focused. When we're connecting in with spirit, when we're meditating, when we're focusing on a project, anything in life, there's always going to be noise, shit, garbage coming at us. We've just got to have that eye and just focus and just let everything around us just drop off. So that's the same with the trolls on Facebook. So just try and just let it just fall around you, and just focus in and feel the energy coming from me, feel the energy from the people in the group, and just try and tune into this place of love and connection and spirit. Okay, because I'm sitting here, but I see us in the ethers, like all us energetically sitting in a circle, and the trolls and the shit are just like codes falling all around us, just garbage, and this is all that matters, okay, is us. So just keep that in your mind and your heart. So this is for Rachel, okay, and let's all just hold that space for Rachel now. She's looking for advice with her relationship and her brothers in spirit. Okay, so let's just see what comes out for her. I'm feeling a lot of grief. Oh my God. Feeling a lot of grief, Rach. Holy shit. Like, overwhelming grief with around your brother. Okay, I got to go with your brother first. Shocking. Shock. Devastating. Love. I'm sorry. Crazy. I don't even know if any of these words make sense, but I'm just tuning the energy into these cards. But it just feels like such an overwhelming amount of grief. Maybe you haven't expressed that. Maybe you have. Certainly from him. But also just really just wants to connect with you. Really wants to connect with you. So Rachel Peters, the card that's come through from your brother is trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. Yeah, and it might be something that he was learning or needed to learn in life about himself and about others. Okay, so and I'm feeling like a pain in my lower back. I'm not sure what that's about. But it's the bottom of my back's really starting to throb as I feel this energy around. So I'm just feeling an enormous amount of grief, an enormous amount of um, like apology, sorry, like just really sorry. But in all of this grief and sorriness, it just really feels like he's doing well. He appears young to me, like maybe like in his 40s or something like that. Something significant with his teeth, like it just shows me that his teeth are well and good. So I don't know if that means anything. Yeah. And even just getting eye strain, so he's really starting to try and come through and give me all these sensations to interpret, and I just have to sort of pull myself out. I get a bit dizzy because I can't go into full-blown reading here, but I just want you to know that there is an enormous amount of grief that and sorrowness, like feeling very sorry that you need to look after you need to take care of you, that he's all right, that he is learning to do that on the other side. Like I just feel like, with all these different sensations I've got in my body, like he is really learning how to take care of his spirit and his soul. And that he's getting there is the words I'm hearing. I'm getting there. Okay, and often the work that we're still doing here for ourselves on earth, our loved ones, our ancestors are still working through and learning about, even though they don't have that physical form, they're still learning about that on the other side. Okay, and we're still connected. Like what we're sort of going through still connects with them as well. We're all connected in that way. I know it can be hard to get our head around, but so Rachel, like the more that you take care of you, the more he takes care of him, and vice versa. I don't know if you guys were twins or something either too, but there seems to be a connection there. How's my time going? Because I have someone else come on after me. Okay, a couple of minutes. I just want to do this for Rach, guys. I'm just going to pull her a relationship card as well. Rachel. Okay, so I got the independence card. Okay. And I also feel this is for a lot of women in this group tonight. How you navigate between being in a relationship or wanting to step into a relationship and being your strong, even fierce, independent self. How do you do your thing in a relationship? And that can be a bit of a journey, but just because you want to go and do your own things in life doesn't mean you don't have to be in a relationship. A lot of us have been conditioned that relationships are these codependent, entangled relationships we're here to do relationships differently. That's what Unlock Your Love Blocks is all about. It's like breaking those enmeshments and these codependencies and these entanglements and doing relationships our way. And that's what we need to, that's where that fierceness and that independence needs to step in and say, honey, this, it has to be based on trust, of course, you know, and the journey and trusting yourself to deal with emotions and, you know, to take a leap of faith and, you know, value who you are no matter what happens, you know, in life, in relationship. But you guys are here to start doing relationships your own way. Okay, we don't have to do them how they were in the past, you know. So I could say so much more about that, but I have to go on it. But I just felt like I was going to leave that here for Rach, but also for all of you who are questioning about love, whether you're in a relationship or not. Don't think you have to do it how it's been done in the past, you know. And I'm not talking about, you know, sleeping with 50 people and being in a relationship. But if that works, if you want to be in an open relationship, that's fine. I just mean how it's set up. I mean, it's how you live your life. You know, you don't have to do everything together. You don't have to even live together or whatever the circumstances are. Like, make it work your way, you know, make it work your way. So that's how I'm going to end tonight. My course, Awaken Your Spiritual Gifts, is launching tonight. I'll put the link in the comments. I've put it in the description. If you'd like to ask me any questions about what that's about, have a read of the page first. Then if you need to know more, reach out. We'll have a chat. And I'll be back next week. And thank you so much. Love yous. Bye.